Today I'm going to be soldering the new wiring onto the fuel pump assembly and installing the fuel level sensor. First thing to do is to remove the old wiring. So I'm just going to use there we go, pops it off, leave a little bit of solder on there. I've just got to repeat that for all of the other wires. The replacement fuel level sender, we don't need all of the cables in this orientation, so I'm just going to cut the blue and the black wire a little bit shorter, and we can use probably the red and the black wire for putting the 12 volts through to the other side. So I'm just going to cut those now. Difficult to do that whilst I'm holding the camera, so bear with me. As you can see, I've just cut them shorter because we've moved this red cable onto the other side of the sender. Just get that focused, because I'm going to solder it onto that tab there. That way we can mimic the wiring diagram for the BMW. So we just have to get a little dab of solder onto the pad. So I'm going to dip a little bit of flux on there. That should be enough. It's a little difficult with the position I'm having to do it in. Yeah, that's perfect. So I'm just going to introduce the heat onto the pad. Multimeter going off. There we go. We'll just leave a little dab on there. That looks nice. So I've already tinned the wire, and so now I'm just going to heat up the pad. And that should be attached. There we go. Just need to unclip the float, so I'm going to take it off of this little white holder. Should just unclip. There we go. Don't want to take the white part with me. Just unclip it like that, and then the float should come out. It's a bit fiddly, but you can kind of see there. Comes out that hole, so we can take it off, because I need to attach this plastic part to the fuel pump assembly. I've got to drill some really small holes so I can fit this. It's hard to see on this camera there. I'm going to fit it there, but obviously the original BMW one is slightly different, so a few modifications to make, and then I'll come back and show you. Plastic strip, obviously designed to clip into something different, but I'm going to have to trim that off so it makes it nice and flat, and then I can bolt it where I need to. I'm going to drill in a couple of holes, so I'm going to go one there, I think. Okay, that's one. Now for the next one. The sender is now mounted with the screws, so now we can move on to bending the float. The next thing to do is to bend this float basically almost 180 degrees. I just got to go the other way. So I'm going to put that in the vise and bend it around, see where we end up. So I've bent the arm about 180 degrees, so it's a bit straighter. So now I can put everything else back together, so I just need to clear the filter, which will go along here. So once I've got that filter installed, I'll know where to bend it up here somewhere, and then fiddle around with it until it sort of resembles the stock one from BMW. All of the new wiring is in place, so they've been resoldered on. Just need to tidy it up a tiny bit with some cable ties, but they're all soldered on in the right, and nice little brass connectors. So now time to move on to the actual fuel hoses. I'm going to be using these hose clips with the pliers to make a kind of permanent factory style fit, and I think we've got some 6mm hose to go on, maybe 5mm, but anyway, I'll check. So as you can see, you've got the different sizes, and then all you have to do is select the right size, the snuggest fit, and put that over the hose pipe like that. Get your pliers and give it, whoops, can't quite get it in the right position, and then, oh dear, slipping off. Trying to do it while filming at the same time, that's a better angle for you. So you can get it just underneath and crimp it tight. Yeah, nice and tight. Hopefully you can see that it's a bit bright. Just select the right size hose clip and put a little bit of grease on the inlet, and then slip over the clamp, and then this takes quite a bit of force. Right angle. Like that. Yeah, it's a bit difficult on the camera, but you get the idea. They pinch together. Thanks for watching, and there is going to be a part 3.